Chapter 9. The tables have turned. External parking lot. Crystal Prep Academy. The city. Morning. Principal Cinch has just arrived from her car. I noticed the limo parked in one of the spaces and enters the school. Internal hallways. Crystal Prep Academy. Cinch tries furiously to call somebody on her cell phone, but with no answer. Come on. I cannot believe that fool's answering. He must have known I'd find out. Is he trying to ridicule me? I swear, if I ever see the ignoramus again, I will... Principal Cinch. Cinch stops and sees who's approaching in one of the halls. It is the president of the Candlelight High School Board, Spoiled Rich. She's a tall, thin, middle-aged lady with dark pink skin, groomed purple hair, and a curled upward nose. Kinda like that. She also has dark turquoise eyes, light purple eyeshadows, a blue diamond ring on her finger, her cutie mark, a gold chain necklace on her neck, and a light blue dress on. She walks up to Princess Cinch with an unpleasant scowl. Spoiled Rich! I thought I saw your limit peg taking up space in our parking lot. What do I own the pleasure of speaking with the head of Candlelight High School Board here in my academy? Spare me the pleasantries, Cinch. I'm here to ask what kind of school are you running here? It seems that you have absolutely no idea how to properly educate your students into behaving in the most civilized standings, let alone the lack of respect and trust you are setting for them. You have proven once again your complete incompetence in keeping the school functioning the way it should. How dare you question my resolve? I have done nothing but keeping my school afloat. But if you were to continue about that mishap at the friendship games, I assure you I was barely involved. Of course, being from a rival school, I can see you may have some concerns for your fair dues. Oh, I'm not talking about that. I was referring to the control you have over your students. Have you been setting a good example? I hope you are proud of yourself for all the damage. What are you talking about? Spyro pulls the cell phone out of her handbag, taps it in and shows it to Principal Cinch. The phone plays a video of Starlight attacking the Candlelight High students in the sports field. Cinch looks in shock to see her star student, in a Crystal Prep uniform, beating in kids from their rival school, knocking them down with little effort, beating them senseless with advanced fighting moves, and blasting them with her custom-made weapons. The first just left Cinch dumbfounded. Isn't that your prize people you praise so much about? How? My dad recorded all this on her phone video, or video phone, whichever, as well as several other students. It's already posted on the internet now. All school boards have probably seen it by now, and knowing them, they are as displeased about it as I am. Is this what you've been teaching your kids over here? I know Crystal Prep has a history of pulling pranks in Candlelight High, but this seems to be a tad too much, don't you think? Shows how incompetent you really are, letting psychopaths like this into your school. And since you recommended this girl to enroll here, it seems fitting that you should be held responsible as well. No, wait a minute. The school is going to have a meeting with Principal Celestia later this afternoon. I'm already considering scheduling a personal meeting for myself, and Principal Celestia and Vice Principal Luna, with you and the head of your school board. Then we'll discuss your future here at Crystal Prep. If things go exactly as I predicted, you won't be able to get a job teaching at a children's daycare center. Now, it would seem I have wasted enough of my time as it is. So now, if you'll excuse me, I have to return to the board and set up our meeting with Celestia. I'll be seeing you very soon, Miss Cinch. Good day. Spoiled Rich turns around and walks away from Cinch down one of the halls. She passes Fleur de Lis and Surrey Polymer, who both turn and look at Miss Rich. What's up with that woman's nose? Cinch continues to walk down the hallways, feeling offended by what Spoiled Rich had said, but is also devastated by what has happened. While going through a half full of students, she can see their own talk amongst themselves in groups. Cinch feels uneasy from overhearing her students' comments about Starlight. At one point, she looks over one boy's shoulders and sees him and his friends watching Starlight's versus CH video on his phone. She continues up the stairs to her office, still shaking up the news with a hint of finger. External, internal. Principal Cinch's office, Crystal Prep Academy. Cinch tries to shake off the negative feeling from the Candlelight incident as she approaches her office door. As she enters the office, she is surprised to find Starlight Glimmer sitting in her chair in a relaxed position, staring at Cinch with a sinister smile, her legs crossed and feet propped on the desk, and her hands placed behind her head. She then breaks into her position to greet Cinch. Welcome back, Cinch. Get out of that chair! Why? It feels so comfortable. I said get out, and the position is in. Behind this desk, the power, the authority, the feeling of importance. I can see why you like it so much. Funny, I was just about to call you in. What are you doing here? Same as you. I just want to talk. In fact, I thought of keeping myself entertained in the meantime. So I pulls out a cell phone and plays a video of her. It's at the part where she flipped bulk biceps. That is my favorite part. It wasn't easy turning that Lung's mass against him. Are you insane? Is this why you skipped school yesterday? What were you thinking? You walked in a rival school in broad daylight. You attacked a number of innocent students. You violated the relationships between our two schools. And for what? Vandalism, assault, trespassing, damage to private property, and possession of hostile weaponry. Have you got any shame? I've had mine report you to the... At this point, Starlight stands up from Cinch's chair and confronts her with a more serious tone. Spare me your sentimental nonsense. Why do you care? You hate Candlelight High. You hate the Wonder Codes. I only did what you wanted. Excuse me? Why in the world would I want you to launch a one-man assault on Candlelight High for no reason? I would never ask for such behavior. Oh, please. You despise Candlelight High for costing you that win at the friendship games. You despise it for putting a black mark on your perfect winning streak. You see them as such a nuisance. I was just trying to make a point. The Crystal Prep is way more superior to Candlelight High. Now that this is your intention, not mine. I'm more interested in befriending them as equals. She sits down on the usual stool in front of the desk. Come to think of it, they were doing friendship all wrong. So many different interests, different styles, different talents. I just had to let them know that what they were doing is all wrong. This is outrageous. Such acts of intolerance are not how a Crystal Prep Shadowbow should behave. If you wish to continue to stay at Crystal Prep, you will have to answer for what you have committed. Oh, what are you gonna do? Expel me? The officials won't let you. Oh, really? Principal Cinch picks up her office phone and taps in the number with confidence, while Charlie looks at her with an unfazed smirk. Hello, Child Service. This is Abigail Cinch, head mistress of Crystal Prep Academy. Yes, I'm calling about a certain student of mine, Starlight Glimmer. You see, she's been behaving in the most absurd manner, so she... What? But I didn't call you for that. What? But I didn't... She is... But... Alright, thank you. She hangs up the phone, looking all stunned. Then she looks at Starlight, still smirking. Cinch becomes more firm and picks up the phone again. Hello, Social Department. This is Abigail Cinch. I want to talk about Miss Starlight Glimmer. What? What email? I didn't send you an email. Well, I know she's my responsibility, but she... Oh, I see. Oh, thank you anyway. Principal Cinch hangs up the phone again, looking weary, and Starlight still smirking. She tries putting in another number. Hello, Homeland Security. My name's Abigail Cinch. My student, Starlight Glimmer, had done a terrible thing. She's in possession of some very dangerous equipment that... What do you mean it was just a kid's home movie? I know I shouldn't take it seriously. But I didn't... Alright. She keeps calling him desperately and hanging up over and over. But no one would hear her out about Starlight. But I didn't send you a document. Yes, I'm sure of it. I understand. You look into that then. Goodbye. She hangs up once more, feeling depressed, while Starlight just sits there, sitting there, still smiling. Oh, what's the matter, Cinch? Couldn't get in the source to hear you out? That's too bad. What did you do? I made sure my place at Crystal Prep is secured. Unlike yours. Homeland Security, huh? How did you do all that? How do you know those numbers? I thought you were interested in what I do in my free time. It doesn't matter. I can still go to school board about this. Oh, I wouldn't go do that. It's most likely the board has already caught wind of that little incident at CHS. They must be very ticked at you about that by now. I know they were upset with you before, but could you imagine how furious they are at the moment? Don't you start passing blame on to me. We both know you're responsible for that catastrophe. True, And who is responsible for me? How wonderful it would be to explain to the members of the board how your star student, who you recommended personally, had gone on a senseless rampage on a rival school. The cinch, more irritated than before, pulls a file out from her desk. It won't come to that. I just have to show them this. I'm sure they'll understand. Ah, yes, my completed juvie record. Cinch looks at Starlight in surprise. Yeah, that's right. I know someone came to visit, and I know about your representative. I just don't know who that is. You wouldn't have to know who that is, do you? Cinch remains silent. Anyway, it's quite a shame you gave Stony Flare the only evidence to this misunderstanding. It wouldn't look good for you if you tell them I came from juvenile hall, as you claim to have handpicked me. That might raise a lot of questions. If you're planning on taking me to school board to confess my actions, then I'll just tell them you put the idea in my head. You can't tell them you were fooled, or else you'll be a laughingstock in Crystal Prep history. Just give it up, Cinch. It's my word against yours. You can't get rid of me that easily. Cinch becomes furious that a little girl has trumped her every move. But then a thought has come to her mind, and she starts to calm and give a smile. Well, in that case, if I can't get you to leave Crystal Prep, then I'll just have to make your stay here most unpleasurable, as you tried to ruin mine. So if I dropped you into my lap, and now she's going to get you off my back. I understand you're hoping to gain your classmates' influence to join your equality sect, but after reading the contents of your record, I find it appalling and disturbing to boot. Why, if word ever got out about what you've been promising the other students, are you threatening me? I prefer thinking of it as reminding you that this is my territory, and warning you about the hazardous conditions that come from treading on it. But, yes, so I'll make you a deal. All I ask is your complete cooperation and for you to take full responsibility for what happened at High, and I make it for me just between the two of us. Although I could inform the students about your past, that wouldn't look good for your generous proposal. What do you think I should do? The two just stare at each other, frozen in a moment of complete silence, until it is broken by Starlight, bursting with laughter. Cinch is caught off guard by this sudden reaction. What's so funny? Sorry, but that would be intimidating if you were, well, intimidating. Don't you understand what I'm saying here? I'm practically holding your future in my hands. Starlight starts to settle, and she pulls out some sort of little microphone gadget. When she flips the switch, the entire intercom system gives a high-pitched squealing sound that everyone in the school can hear. Attention all students. This is your fellow classmate, Starlight Glimmer speaking, and I am here today to deliver a very important announcement. Principal Cinch is surprised to see Starlight speaking on the intercom through her little wireless device. She tries using her own microphone to figure out his predicament, but there's no response from it. Yeah, that's right. I hijacked your intercom system. As you probably know, there have been a series of videos on the internet of me attacking the Carolina High School Wonder Codes, and it pays me to inform you, it is true. I have assaulted our rival school, for you see, I was just trying to relate to all of you. All the student school, the members of faculty, even Dean Cases are listening to announcements. This includes the Shadow 5 and the 4 kids who know Starlight. I am fully aware of your history and your relationship with the students of Cadillac High, of how you wanted to crush them for not being like you, to show them that they are inferior compared to you, to prove you are more superior in all things. But now I understand you want no quarrel with them anymore. You want to prevent them instead, to be the equals, and that's been my intention for a very long time. I have been trying to show people that there is a better life than being great, that you never have to be alone, and that there shouldn't be so many differences. I was so close to making that vision true, until, well, I must be honest with you. I had spent 3 months prior to attending Crystal Prep in Juvenile Hall. Principal Cinch is shocked to hear Starlight confessing, and the students are more than surprised to hear this. I know this will come as a shock, but it's true. And you must understand that things I've done to end up there was just for the sake of others. Could you imagine being sent to jail just because you were doing what you believe is right? Most students listening start expressing their agreement. Is this how you want to be remembered? To deliver pain to those lesser than you? To be branded as purveyors of hatred and false judgment? To be misled by the worst, the most misguided individual to becoming a pack of sellouts? The students continue their approval, all except the Shadow 5 and the 4 friends. I am here to help you from serving the same fate as I did, while showing you the meaning of true friendship. For together, we have a chance to make up for our mistakes. so we can be redeemed, so we can be cured, so we can be all equals. So it turns out her device turns back to Cinch, looking all distorted. How's that for influence? Do you really think you can control me with such a feeble attempt like that? I'm not shit from my past. I knew you were going to exploit my regular host to manipulate me. You're so predictable. But if you really want to play that game, fine. Let's play. She pulls a folder out of her backpack and slams it on the desk in front of Cinch. Cinch looks down on it with confusion. She opens it up and is shocked to see what's inside. The numerous benefactors who have been placing bets on your past freshman games, from Equestria prep and giving you your usual card to add to school's budget. The anonymous parties that supply you with equipment for your school, some of which comes from devious origins. A list of students that you threatened to exploit if they did not answer your demands, along with those demands and the intel you used against them. Hundreds of rejected students' requests. Seems this one was meant for charity. Guess you didn't think it was worth their time. And what's this? Hundreds of intercepted messages of students demanding your retirement. Where did you get this? Now who's interested in my free time? Oh, and let's not forget the previous talk we had about my predecessor. Did you ever give Twilight Sparkle a choice? Twilight Sparkle was weak. She had the patch for learning, but like the covetous and determined to do whatever it takes to win. You've been recording us? I don't think this school will be happy to know what you've been doing behind their backs. Wouldn't you agree? First order of business is to get new chairs for this office. I am not going to make these dinglings on a stool. Let me see if I got this right. So your plan is to blackmail me, but you just handed evidence to me. Now what's the next step in your master plan? Oh no! You're right. What was I thinking? My plan has been foiled. Whatever am I going to do now? Oh well, guess I'll just have to use one of the copies then. Copies? Yeah. You didn't think I flashed your stuff in front of you without making backups? Where are they? They're everywhere. They're in my locker, they're at my house, they're in my cell phone, in my computer, on a private account on the internet just waiting to be uploaded. I made dozens. If you can find one, I'll still have more, and I've hidden them all so you can never get to them all. You have nothing on me. All I had to do is hit a button, make a call to contact, or walk to the nearest mailbox, and all your dirty secrets will go viral. So, Abacus. May I call you Abacus? No. So, Abacus. She just said no. You can't stop me no matter what you do. That doesn't seem fair. Fair? Don't you dare act like you know anything about me. That village of mine was a sanctuary of equality, where nobody would ever be allowed to feel superior. It was a special place until people like you took it away. Now it's my turn to take something special from you. Are you so willing to run all of Crystal Prep to the ground? Oh, of course not. I'm not going to strike Crystal Prep. I'm going to cure it. One bad rap for a bad rap. Sounds like a fair trade to me. What do you think I should do? I don't think you were meant to save my reputation. Now it seems my plans have just backfired on me. I was going to reclaim what's rightfully mine, but I had it taken away from me. Now I have lost the trust and respect of all my students, all thanks to a few individuals who did not approve of my vision. So I then paused to look down upon the ministers with a realization. I see. Guess we do have something common after all. Principal essentially looks up at Starlight with the same expression. The two just stare at each other for just a moment. Tell you what, I'm gonna help you. Puts away the cell phone and takes away the phone recorder. So here's the deal. I'm gonna keep this information between two of us. As for blackmail, I may ask for a few things in the future, which I am hoping you will grant. But for now, I'm only asking for one thing from you. Don't get in my way. She is able to leave, but stops before she can make a step. Now that I think about it, there is, at the moment of course, just one more little thing you can do for me. Principal Sis looks with caution, while Prince feels like he's grinning down on her. Internal, Science Lab, Cadet High School. Both Twilight and Sunset, in lab coats, are going through the weapons and gadgets Starlight left behind with a duffel bag. They just take them apart and look over the pieces. The spy brings them the tools they asked for. They have a wheel bulletin board with the photos of Starlight and the students pinned on it. Just then, their 5 friends walk in. Hey girls, Harry's back. Did you find what you were looking for? Oh yes, lots of it actually. Mighty gun and Prince Celestia give you 2 access to that Shadowbow girl's freaky gizmos. I'll say. Some of this tech used in the attack is amazing, and some I found very peculiar. What do you mean? Since the host subtweets with small circuit board in them. Look at this. A PJRC circuit board. Okay. This is the kind of stuff you find in MPD players. She looks at the symbol devices. Cell phones, computers, digital camera. Whoever this girl is, she managed to remove the circuit from ordinary electronics and add them, together with these new parts, to make weapons. Some of them I don't even recognize. They must be handmade. Well, the explosives is what got me interested. I analyzed the chemical compound in the bombs and rocket fuel, and I was able to identify the mixture. Some of the chemicals are very familiar. There's one place I know that they are registered to. Let me guess. Crystal Prep Science Lab? Yes, that's not what got me boggled. The rest of the chemicals I found were very interesting. They seem to be comprised of ordinary clean fluids and ground up minerals, like rocks you can just find right outside. The combination of that, along with these clothing chemicals, can make a combustible compound or a vapor-emitting fluid. So this Miss Curry is not only a tech genius, but is also an expert in chemistry. Raymond Dash and Applejack look at the force on the board. I can't believe photo fans took pictures of us getting our butts kicked. Still, not too bad. Yeah, not only is your girl tough, she's good. She points a picture of when her lasso was dropped around Starlight's throat again after she ducked from getting typed by it. Like right there. The thing she saw my lasso, she chucked just before it went taut. Must have taken some good time and reflex to pull that off. Yeah. She seems lost in thought. Are you right, Twilight? Huh? Oh, yes, of course. Still thinking this Crystal Parker could be Starlight Glimmer? I don't know. She might be. Well, if we know who she is, why don't we go tell Principal Celestia or Vice Principal Luna about it? Because we're not even sure if it really is her. We never even met her before. Yeah, we don't even know what she looks like. She's right. All we have to go on is what Princess Twilight told us about the last time she was here. Yeah, like how we never got a response from Princess Twilight during the Friendship Kings about the Twilight from this world and our magic getting stolen. But she couldn't because she was busy in quest with one of her enemies, Starlight Glimmer. Crazy Pony grew bitter and tried to make everyone exactly the same. So she texted her face to Twilight about having her caught in a time-traveling loop, preventing her from having any friends. But then Twilight showed her what they were doing in the present. So she shows her what friendship truly means to fix everything, and decided to take Starlight on as her student. Only afterwards she got a message and Ellen to come to our world and meet the new Twilight. I'm not quite certain if that really is Starlight or not, but the way she talked about equality and true friendship, and how she put that equals on a quote schedule, is exactly how the other me described her. Could you imagine if it really was her, the girl who was meant to be my students? Now she's at Crystal Prep. Who knows what sort of things Professor Stitch could be doing to her, how they're treating her over there. And she wants to know who Midnight Sparkle is. Don't worry. She looks at her magic journal, seeing one of the tables. I've already sent Master Princess Twilight this development. I know she might have a lot to deal with, being a Prince of Equestria, so I'm not expecting an immediate response. But it doesn't hurt to ask for some advice, since she knows more about Starlight than we do. We sure could use some. She told us that Starlight in her world is pretty talented with magic. Could you imagine how talented she is with science and liaison? I believe we've proven that theory firsthand. I just can't believe my clothes were all wrecked during that commotion. I am so miffed that one little girl was able to be us like that. Meanwhile, Spike distracts himself by swinging around and gnawing on his shoe rope near the entrance. He swings it so hard, it flies out of his mouth and out the door, into the halls. Spike runs out to get it, walking in the way of an orange-skinned boy. Spike notices the kid stopping in front of him and starts sniffing him. He has spiky blue hair under a red and white cap, and purple eyes on a pair of sunglasses. He wears red sneakers, blue sweatpants, and a red, white, and black jacket. Whoa. Sorry, boy. Fletcher walks out of the science lab, gets Spike, and goes back in the room as the orange boy proceeds walking. Look, let's say this girl is Starlight Glimmer. We don't have anything that science Starlight's left that makes a sort of pinging sound. Ping! Signaling she has a ping, 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 ping. She has a video chat request. She goes to her computer and responds to the message. Then the video window opens up, with Cadence on the other end. Twilight, Cadence. Oh, Twilight, I just learned what happened. Are you alright? Are your friends okay? I'm fine. We're all fine. Oh, I am sorry. I never meant any of it to happen. She's one of our new students. I had no idea she would go this far. Her name is Starlight Glimmer. Yes, it is. The other girls are now shocked to hear this. How did you know that? Lucky guess? That was way too specific just a guess. Um, well, she told herself when she was here. What do you know about her? Starlight Glimmer has been enrolled here for the past 2 weeks. She's very brilliant, but uncontrollable. When I spoke with her, all she wanted is for everyone to be treated fairly and equally. It was just yesterday I've learned that she spent 3 months in juvenile hall with no progress. She's dangerous. I can't believe she would be capable of doing such a thing. Yes, I mean she's in real trouble now, right? She should be. But Principal Sanchez ordered the staff to not go anywhere near her until further notice. Not long ago, Starlight herself has just made an announcement about the income, confessing her time in juvie. Now the students are rallying around her words. And to make matters worse, spoiled rich, the head of your school board came over and called Cinch out on it. Whoa. She says she's considering a personal meeting with the heads of both boards and schools. Is there anything we can do? I'm afraid there isn't. I'll see what I can do over here. I'm so glad you're alright. Yeah, me too. She closed the chat and turned to her friends, now looking disturbed. She's Starlight Glimmer. And she's still evil in this world. 3 months juvenile hall. What are we gonna do now? Noticing, look. Well, looks like we're about to find out. Sansa picks up the book and opens it, while everyone else gathers around to hear the message. What's it say? It says, help Starlight Glimmer. Trust her. Be patient with her. I know you can do it. Good luck. Twilight. She looks close to the message, all confused. She even turns to page to see if there's any more. Yeah, that's all there is. Well, that was certainly helpful. Right. Now what are we gonna do? Maybe Princess Twilight thinks we're okay with figuring this out on our own. Well, I say we go to Crystal Palace and teach that Starlight girl not to mess with us. Hold on, Rainbow Dash. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We need to plan this out. We can't just rush in and confront this girl head on. We need to know what she's hoping to accomplish. Twilight goes over to one of the lab tables, with several more photos of Starlight's attack. She goes through some of them, until one of them just stuns her. This catches her friend's attention. Twilight? What is it? What's the matter? Twilight's face is frozen with fright. Sansa walks up to her and looks at the photo she's holding. She expresses the same fear in her face as she takes a picture of Twilight's hand. She drops the phone and runs out of the lab. Sunset? What is it? What's wrong? The picture falls to the floor, revealing it to be the one photo took of Starlight stealing Twilight's spectrograph from Sunset's locker. Internal hallways, Castle High School. Sansa looks frantically to the inside of her locker. Her friends catch up to her. It's gone. Twilight, your magic capture device is gone. She took it. How did she get in? She must have been after that device the whole time, and the attack on Castle High was just a diversion. Oh no! What could she want from stealing that thing? With Starlight having that pendant, I can't imagine what she could do. As the friends talk among themselves, Twilight's in deep thought. Internal hallways. Crystal Prep Academy. Starlight is smiling, walking down the hall with a small sack of files on her arm. A girl student is walking towards her. When she knows Starlight, she scares and moves up for her. Go right ahead. I insist. Why, thank you. That was awfully kind. As she continues walking, she walks over to Shadow 5. Hi, girls. They feel a bit uncomfortable to see her at the moment. Hi, Starlight. Hey, I'm sorry. Am I speaking sweet or sour? It's really hard to tell. I've been looking for you guys. I have something to tell you. Yeah, we've got something to tell you too. What were you thinking? What do you mean? You assaulted the Candlelight High Wondercoats. Oh, that. Sweet, wasn't it? What? No! Those were our friends. Friends? Those are Wondercoats. Your arch rivals. The very people you love to hate. I thought you'd like to have them beaten and humiliated. I can see why. They all seem to have so many differences. Well, yeah, but things are different now. You had no right to do that. Well, in my opinion, Star looks at her with an angry look on her face. Never mind. In any case, I guess that makes me one of you now. Are you kidding me? There's no way you're one of us out of the stunt you pulled. There's nothing in this world you can do to make me accept Princess Foster girls. What is that? Everything Principal Cinch has on you girls. The girls seem surprised. What? That's right. She hands out each of the girls their own file. All information that Cinch had to use as leverage against each and every one of you. Profiles, photos, it's all here. Now you can do whatever you want without that witch bearing down your shoulders. Whoa. Did I ever tell you how carrying a jet save your breath? I know you don't mean it. Wow. Starlight, I don't know what to say. Thank you. No worries. It's just something that good friends do for one another. Whoa. This is cool. How'd you get these? I persuaded a witch sent to hint them over with the little leverage I have on her. No way. You see, I would do anything for my friends. Wait, you didn't get these for us as a favor to join your equality thing, did you? Well, that seems a bit harsh, don't you think? So is it true? Did you really go to juvenile hall for 3 months? Tragic, yes. But it's true, I'm afraid. Wow. What did you do to end up in a place like that? Come on, tell us. Come on, tell us. What'd you do? 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 What'd you... Ah, Uncle! She didn't let go of her finger. Very well. You see, all I ever wanted was a nice, peaceful place for everyone to be equals and good friends. So I could help the neighborhood kids and told them the truth about the false promises and the consequences that life can give. Once they understood, they would leave their old lives behind and come live with me in a quaint little village I made just for them in a secluded location. It was a safe haven for those who wished not to flaunt their special talents. I had to keep them under complete surveillance to make sure no one inspires all sorts of free thinking. I even took a piece of wood I found and passed it off as something called the Staff of Saneness. I can't believe they bought that. Those who don't will be disciplined. It was for their own good. It's quite a shame, really. I never got around to doing the electric shock collar treatment. Oh well. By now the 5 girls started getting word about Starlight. In any case, those were the days. It was the perfect paradise, ready to allow others to make a pilgrimage to our town, until that dream was ruined. What happened? The adults were starting to get concerned. After a week of researching, they found our little village. I tried reasoning with them, the only way I know how, despite their disapproval. I almost had them convinced, until someone got very nosy. They uncovered the inner workings of my methods and exposed it to the villagers. They were surprised to see I went against what I taught them. I only did it for their sake, to keep our new lives in perfect harmony. The parents turned them against me. They called me a fraud. They called me a control freak. They called me insane. After everything I've done for them, this is how they repay me? I freed them from their miserable lives, and they were willing to throw it all away because of other people. People like Abigail Cinch. I brought them friendship. I brought them equality. I created harmony. Well, I wouldn't blame them for it. You lied to them. So what? Everyone else thing else I said is true. The only way to be happy is if we're all equal. Except for you. Starlight fiercely turned shook her with a loathsome look. Double Diamond was right about you. Starlight paused slowly turns to Sunny. Double Diamond? He's here? Well, yeah, he is. Along with Shoebell, Night Glider, and Party Flavor. Lemon! Oops. Are they? Oh, my old friends. I missed them so much. And they remembered me. Did they say they missed me? They told us you were insane. Oh, so they are still a bit sore about what happened. But not to worry. Once they are reintroduced and reminded to the way things were then, they'll have to see once again how prompt it is and how they are better off without the special gift. I lost everything that day. But soon I will reclaim what was taken from me. What are you saying? You're not thinking of turning Crystal Pearl into another one of your sanctuaries, are you? And why not? I am familiar with the school's history. It has been nothing but a breeding ground for arrogant bullies and spoiled brats. But once my changes for the school have begun, things here will finally work out for the best, as soon as I get Cinch to see things my way. My attack on Kala High was just to get under her skin. That was just strike 2. She just made strike 1 at the friendship games. Just one mistake, and she's out. So, what do you say? Continue living under Cinch's thumb as smears with glory hogs? Or you can join me and find a better path to true happiness. I just have one question. Why us? I mean, out of all the students here since you got a file on, why did you ask for just the 5 of us? I don't know. You were the first to ever approach me on my first day. I guess you're the closest thing I have to friends. So how about it? Join me and you'll be the perfect people you want to be. We can help everyone get better too. We can help